What's up, and welcome to the iBall Radio Game of the Week here from Huntsville High School for this rivalry matchup for the 7A Area 7 matchup between Huntsville High and the Grissom Tigers. Derek Williams here with Lance Gilbert and Breezy on the ones and twos. We got an exciting one here for you guys tonight. We are streaming live on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and the NFHS Network. We're in for a good one tonight. Lance, tell me, man, how do you feel about tonight's matchup?
I feel good. You know, this is big-time basketball in the state of Alabama. Two storied programs. One team has won. One team is not. A lot at stake in this 7 area matchup tonight.
Yeah, man. We had the game on Tuesday night. Up in Albertville as Huntsville High pulled out an overtime victory on the road versus Albertville to go to 1-0 in the area. On Tuesday for Grissom, they lost to Sparkman, going 0-2 as they lost to Albertville earlier in this season. So I will say this matchup, I spoke with Coach Christian Swears on Tuesday night after the Albertville game, and he said, this is like Alabama and Auburn. Throw the records out of the window. They matter no more. This is a rivalry that is deeply rooted in tradition and pride. We can expect a good basketball game. I don't care what the records are.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you got two great coaches like Coach Doss, the history that he has had in this state, undeniably his record speaks for itself. You got Coach Swears doing the job, building the Huntsville High program that it has and the pedigree that he's had there at Mountain Brook. And, you know, obviously both of these teams rely a lot on just a couple guys. Scoring is going to be at a premium tonight.
No doubt about it, man. Some of the keys to victory tonight, hopefully you went to iBallRadio.com and took a look at our preview article. Now, Lance, we don't talk about this much on the air, but I will say this. We are always pushing the envelope forward on what we do for the game of basketball in here in the state of Alabama. And we started something that not many people do, if anybody ever anywhere. We handicap these games. So tonight we have this game handicapped as a -6 for Huntsville High, meaning Huntsville High is a 6-point favorite in this basketball game. Tell me, what does Grissom have to do to overcome that favorite?
Well, a lot of it's the little things. Make free throws. Make sure you got your box out assignments. And knowing Coach Doss, he's been talking about box out, box out, box out. Because if you can rebound the basketball against Huntsville with the way that they're shooting the basketball right now, you have a chance.
No doubt about it. And for Huntsville High, man, coming in after winning the tournament down in Orange Beach, winning the 43rd annual Huntsville City Classic, coming into the new year, going on the road against a really good Albertville team and pulling out an overtime victory. What are some of the keys that they need to go into this game to do to make sure they get this victory?
Hey, sometimes you don't reinvent the wheel, right? You got Evan Toms, the best big guy in the state of Alabama right now. And I think, again, I've mentioned this since the Huntsville Time Classic. Huntsville is going to win that battle in that 3-foot radius around the basket. And so it's the other guys like Graham Gossett. Can he get something going from the outside? Can Hudson finally, get something going? You got Cam Carney, your hustle guy. You got Tyson Bobbitt handling that thing. And I think on the other side with Grissom, you got Josh Thomas. If he gets hot, Singleton. I mean, he's had a 40 ball this year. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of factors, but that consistent guy, the guy that wakes up every day and gets buckets, is Evan Toms.
No doubt about it, man. He is a matchup nightmare for anybody that they play in this basketball season. But I will tell you this. Grissom's going to have to find a way to stay out of foul trouble, right? Who are they going to guard Evan Toms with? Will it be Jason Edwards, right? The big man for Grissom. We've seen Grissom several times this season in person, and he's had some games where he played really well. He's had other games where he just was non-existent. In this basketball game, he's going to have to be really tough and did, right? So those two big guys, that's 10 fouls. They're going to have to use them in this basketball game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm interested, is Coach Doss going to front the post, or is he going to play behind him? and or is he going to play some zone and try to slow him down? I think that the defense of Grissom is going to really dictate this tempo, and that's going to be real interesting to see what the legend Coach Doss comes out and does.
So the Alabama High School Athletic Association rules is they cannot play with the 35-second shot clock during area games, right? Hopefully that rule will be changed very soon. However, do we see vintage Jack Doss tonight? Knowing he can't match up with Huntsville High and get up and down with them, does he do the vintage Jack Doss and sit on that basketball?
Well, I'll tell you this, knowing this area, being 0-1, 0-2, however that plays out at the moment, feels its desperation. So I think he has a proven methodology. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, we'll be right back with you here for the start of this basketball game here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, brought to you by the Glenn Wilson Linden team and the Bill Penny Toyota of Huntsville. We want to thank Bill Penny Toyota of Huntsville for sponsoring this iBall Radio Game of the Week.
You know you want some new wheels.
Hey, listen, Bill Penny, listen to us, man. We need some cars to go up and down this interstate. Hook us up, man. We're looking forward to it. But all seriousness, man, thanks to Bill Penny Toyota of Huntsville for sponsoring this basketball game for us tonight. We'll be right back with you right here on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and streaming live on the NFHS Network. back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, brought to you by the Glenn Wilson Lending Team. Visit them at the GlennWilsonLendingTeam.com and by Bill Penny Toyota of Huntsville. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert here with Breezy on the ones and twos for this Area 7A, Area 7 matchup between arch rivals, the Grissom Tigers and the Huntsville High Panthers here from Huntsville High School. As we get ready, the starting lineups are on the floor now as the student sections. Lance, the student sections. The Huntsville High student section is absolutely packed. Now, Lance, you're a North Alabama guy, all right? You're a North Alabama guy. I want you to tell me, I see a Huntsville High in all white. I see Grissom in all black. What is the significance between the white and the black from these two teams from the south side of Huntsville?
Good and evil. Good and evil. That's the only way to put it.
No doubt about it, man. Some exciting basketball on the way for tonight. This is a game, as we mentioned earlier, that is rooted in tradition. It is rooted in pride. These are some teams that have been battling it out for a very, very long time. And tonight's matchup should be nothing short of epic.
Yeah, since 1970, these two have been going at it in this city. You know, Coach Stapler was there at Grissom for a very long time, won state championships there. Last year, his grandson, Eli, graduated there on the sideline. Good to see them. But there's just so much between these teams. You could talk about it for days. But I'm just excited to tip this thing off. Excited to see what exactly Coach Dawson's going to do on the defensive end, because we know Evan Toms is going to put up a double-double.
No doubt about it. Starting lineups for tonight, for Grissom, 6-foot senior Prince Morgan. Also 6 foot, he's 6'3" in my opinion, freshman Josh Thomas, 6'3", junior, number 5, Chris Nixon, 6'2", sophomore Sidney Brown, and 6'6", number 12, Jason Edwards. And rounding out the starting 5 for for Grissom, the senior, 6'4", Madai Singleton. Starting here for the Huntsville High Panthers is sophomore Tyson Bobbitt, junior Hudson Gossett, senior Cam Carney. And Evan, they don't even jump ball with Evan Toms. And also rounding out the starting 5 for Huntsville High is the junior
They're
Harrison.
playing one in front and one in behind on Evan Toms.
Tip goes to Huntsville High. Listen, Grissom comes out into the zone. Lance, you mentioned that earlier. Would they come out and play some zone? And they come out early here in a 2-3 zone. Ball goes into Evan Toms, skips it over to Hudson Gossett, thought about the 3. Back up top to Tyson Bobbitt. Now back to Gossett. David Harrison on the baseline, gets it inside, and it's a turnover. Great defense on the first possession there by the Grissom Tigers. Prince Morgan bringing it across half court, being guarded by David Harrison.
Hey, and if it's 4-2 at the end of the first quarter, Coach Dawson will applaud.
He'll be happy with it. Great backdoor pass to Josh Thomas, but he misses the layup. Rebound goes to David Harrison. Tyson Bobbitt across half court, skips it. Hudson Gossett faked it. 3 ball. Bang! Hudson Gossett knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, we were wondering when he was going to break out. This might be it.
Back to back. Hudson Gossett misses the 3. Rebound David Harrison. Will he take it again? Deep 3. Hudson Gossett, and he knocks it down. He knocks down his first 2 of 3 shots, and it might be a night for Hudson Gossett that the Huntsville High Panthers really needed.
Yeah, we were wondering when we were going to see it. You know, he started off the year hot, then went ice cold. Looks like the flame is burning again.
Hey, listen, we know Hudson Gossett is at his best when he's seeking shots, right? The last couple of games when he hasn't been shooting the basketball very well, he doesn't seek shots, right? He took those 3 shots right there without hesitation. He thought about the first one and didn't shoot it. However, those next 3 that he took looked really good, and he knocked down 2 of them. So if Hudson Gossett can get going on the night, it might be a long night for Grissom.
Yeah, all within 15 seconds.
6-0 here early in this basketball game. 6:40 left here in the first quarter. And there's a turnover by Josh Thomas against that daunted Huntsville High pressure.
We'll see how long. If Hudson's going to shoot like that, can Grissom remain in a zone defense? I just don't think so.
They won't be able to do it. Cam Carney up top. Tyson Bobbitt, 3-ball. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Cam Carney gets it to Hudson Gossett. He thought about it. Kicks it over to Bobbitt for another 3. Another back rim, no good. Rebound, pinch Morgan. Morgan pushing it. Slows it down, being guarded by David Harrison. Hands off to Josh Thomas. Thomas to Jason Edwards. Stolen. Hudson Gossett. But he looks like he caught it in the face. Bobbitt. Cam Carney to the hole. Lays it up and in and one. Cam Carney. Looks like it's some blood coming from Hudson Gossett.
I'm really shocked that Grissom has tried to actually push some tempo here.
Quick 8-0 lead here for Huntsville High. This is the worst start that Grissom could have thought was going to happen in this basketball game.
Yeah, a lot of it has started. They've not rebounded the basketball out of that zone, and we talked about how important that would be.
Cam Carney completes the 3-point play. Prince Morgan breaks the pressure of Huntsville High, but Huntsville High does not break it off. However, he throws it off the leg of David Harrison. That's one thing about Huntsville High. If you speed that ball across against their pressure, they don't pull it off once you cross half court. They continue to track you and get you to go into those corners and look the trap. Josh Thomas on the baseline. Great pass inside to Jason Edwards. Edwards goes up, no good. Tipped back up by Brown, no good. Jason Edwards, another rebound. He goes back up and puts it in. Great work on the offensive glass that go round by the Grissom Tigers.
Yeah, rebounding is going to be a must.
Graham Gossett into the basketball game for the first time. Grissom stays in that 2-3 zone.
I wonder if a 3-2 would be a little more effective.
Evan Toms powers it up and in. Great move by the big man, Evan Toms.
If you're not going to double him, just play man or something different.
Nearly a turnover picked up by Josh Thomas. Going downhill, spin move, stripped by Harrison. Picked up by Morgan, up top to Sidney Brown. 11-2 early on, 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
You know, on the defensive side for Huntsville, they're really face guarding Singleton, not letting him get a catch.
Sidney Brown, however, knocks down the 3. That's a good-looking sophomore. We've seen him play really well throughout this season at times when we had Grissom in person. And ball's knocked out of bounds by Josh Thomas. That's one thing. I dropped the article today about 2029 freshmen that are making an impact on the varsity level this year. We included Josh Thomas of Grissom in that article, and he just showed a lot of what we said in that article was he's always moving. He has a motor about him as a young guy that you love to see in young players.
Yeah, absolutely. He does it on both ends of the court. That's important.
Bobbitt up top, gets it to Graham Gossett, looking inside to Toms, doesn't throw it, kicks it to Carney. Great pass inside to David Harrison. He bobbles the basketball, picked up by Grissom on the ground. And a timeout is called on the play by Grissom to save possession. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here with you. 11-5, 4:13 here in this first quarter.
You know, we talked a little bit about foul trouble, and so far that's not been an issue for either one of these teams, mostly because both teams have taken a lot of outside shots. Evan Toms has had one shot there in the what I like to call the 3-footed area, but outside of that, Cam Carney had one. But everybody else has been shooting perimeter shots.
No doubt about it. Substitutions in the game for Huntsville High. Entering is number 0, Travell Lewis, the senior, for the first time. Huntsville High in that pressure. Josh Thomas being guarded by Lewis. Crosses half court. Gets it to Morgan. Morgan pull-up jump shot. Blocked by Carney. Rebound to Edwards. Edwards goes up. Blocked by Toms. Picked up by Lewis. Lewis spin move. Looking looking, gets it over to Bobbitt. Bobbitt head fake up top to Carney. Carney straight on three ball, back rim, no good. Tipped around, picked up by Toms, tipped up and in. Evan Toms with another rebound and another basket on the inside.
That zone defense that Grissom is in is causing a lot of problems on blockout assignments.
Baseball pass down the court, picked up by Morgan. Morgan being guarded by Lewis.
I can guarantee if Grissom does get a little bit of a lead, they will sit on it. You can just feel that in their offense, even behind.
Prince Morgan straight on three, no good. Didn't even touch the rim. Lewis inside. Oh, Evan Toms turnover, looking inside the Carney. Picked up by Sidney Brown. Brown bringing it across, being guarded by Carney. Up top to Edwards. Great defense by Travell Lewis, getting on top of that screen from Sidney Brown, not allowing Josh Thomas to receive the basketball. Step back by Brown, thrown inside to Edwards. Edwards, great footwork inside, another block inside by Evan Toms.
Yeah, that's just really good about being patient, staying on your feet, and going vertical.
Carney with it, get inside to Lewis. Lewis thought about it. Outside to Bobbitt. Bobbitt thought about it. Now to Graham Gossett. Short corner to Lewis. Grissom understands Travell Lewis is a guy who wants to get downhill. He's not going to shoot a jump shot, so they're not even guarding him in those areas where he would have to shoot a jump shot, but he is deadly going downhill. Carney, nice drive to the lane, lays it up and in. Cam Carney. 15-5, 1:55 remaining here in this first quarter.
You know, one of the things that a zone defense is supposed to help you do is guard the painted area, and that has not been the case for this Grissom defense.
It's too many gaps in the top of that zone, yes. And they're being able to get it to the high post. And everybody knows against a 2-3 zone, you want to get that basketball to the high post because it opens up the shooters and it opens up that short corner. And Huntsville High right now is doing a great job of getting it to that area. Nice drive, move. Josh Thomas lays it up and in. That's a good-looking freshman right there.
You wonder if Grissom's ever going to go to some of their full court pressure.
Evan Toms, great move, lays it up and in. Evan Toms, great move on the inside as he gets his 6th point of the basketball game.
He has really great hands around the basket. You know, so many guys want to go too hard with that or maybe go directly to the rim. He's very good about a nice touch off the backboard.
17-7, under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Morgan has it knocked out of bounds by Carney. Cam Carney's played a really good basketball game so far here with 5 points. Something that you don't expect from him all the time is scoring, but he has 5 early points. But just like then, you expect him to play that tough, hard-nosed defense and be that energy guy, which he just showed on that last possession. Into the game for Huntsville High, number 4, Liam Chapman. Also, number 34, Palastros.
And Hudson Gossett is back in. This is the first time we've seen Dent for Grissom.
Preston Dentel, the senior, checks into the basketball game. Deep three by Singleton, and he knocks it down.
He can shoot it.
He can shoot it. That's his first attempt of the night, and he knocked down. That was a fadeaway three from about 28 feet. Great shot that time by Madai Singleton.
Hey, for seniors, this is your last ride. It means a little something tonight.
Indeed it does. Liam Chapman up top with it. Grissom stays in this 2-3 zone. Skip pass, knocked away by Singleton. Can he pick it up? And he can't. He goes out of bounds. Great hands that time by Madai Singleton, tipping that basketball out of bounds. Also in the game for Grissom is number 0, Mikey Haygood. Also in the game is number 2, Man Moore. Graham Gossett, 3-ball, no good, back rim, rebound Singleton. And that will do it for the first quarter as Huntsville High ends the first quarter up by 7, 17-10 over Grissom here at the iBall Radio Game of the Week on iBallRadio.com. Streaming live on the iBall Radio YouTube page and the NFHS Network. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, brought to you by Bill Penny, Toyota of Huntsville, and the Glenn Wilson Lending Team, right here on iBallRadio.com, iBall Radio YouTube page, in the NFHS network. Coming out for this second quarter, Grissom will have the basketball. Taking it out of bounds is Mikey Haygood.
Grissom's really got to shore up that defensive side rebounding. Even though they're in that zone, you got to know your block out responsibilities.
Singleton driving downhill, blocked by Harrison. However, he will head to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
I like that, a little ISO play coming out of the quarter. And, we talked about it a little bit at the break, is there's only been 1 foul called in this entire game. It's because there's not been a lot of straight line drives like that. So I like that call coming out of the quarter.
Headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws is Singleton. The first is up and good. Into the game to start this second quarter for Grissom is number 5, the junior, Chris Nixon. Second free throw on the way for Singleton. And it's good.
He's got a nice looking stroke.
5 points early on here for Singleton. Grissom comes out and stays in that 2-3 zone. We talked to Coach Christian Swears before the basketball game, and he mentioned that he expected Coach Doss to come out and play that zone defense as they have right now. But however, they can't continue to give up those 3-point shots like that one right there, knocked down by the sophomore Graham Gossett.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to take to get these guys out of the zone, is Graham and Hudson continuing to be hot from the outside.
Preston Dentel missed the backdoor cut. However, he got Evan Toms up in the air, goes up, scores it, and 1 for Preston Dentel.
He's got that bigger body than we saw in Edwards. Edwards was just trying to go straight up, and Preston, he's a little bit thicker,
right?
Can put that shoulder into you and draw that foul. So good job that time.
And also, he used the head fake to get Evan Toms up in the air.
Absolutely.
Edwards was just trying to score over the top of him.
Yeah, good
You
luck.
can't score over 6'9".
No.
Free throw up for the 3-point play is by Dentel. Rebound goes to Evan Toms. Kicked over to Hudson Gossett. Gossett to Liam Chapman. Thought about the 3. They better close out on him. He's hit 2 already. Great play by Christian Swears. Gets it to Evan Toms. Toms' double team goes up. Fouled on the play. Foul will go against number 11, Preston Dentel. That will be his first personal foul, team first foul here in this second quarter.
That was one of those times I don't mind Evan doing what he did, but when you draw that many people, look opposite and have a little trust in your teammate. I know that Hudson's been cold. I get that, but have a little trust in your teammate. If he kicks that, that's a wide open 3. I mean, you drew 3 and 4 people right there.
No doubt about it, man. First free throw for Evan Toms up was no good. Second free throw on the way. And his back rim, no good. However, rebound by Bobbitt. Tracks it. Hudson Gossett, 3-ball. Bang! Hudson Gossett with his third 3-point basket of this ball game.
And that's why it's so important when Evan Toms gets the ball in the post. If he will look opposite, he could have 10 tonight.
Man-to-man defense here. Gamble. Young man. Man more. 3-ball. No good. Rebound, Evan Toms gets it out to Hudson Gossett. Cam Carney goes up, lays it up, no good. Rebound to Moore. Moore pushing it up, and is knocked away by Carney.
Got to have a little bit better basketball IQ there and know that you're one on the whole team.
Great closeout by Mikey Haygood on Hudson Gossett. Hudson still should have let that one fly. Those are the type of shots he has to continue to shoot. Even if you're guarded, sometimes you just got to get them up.
Yeah, shooters got to shoot. That's why you're in the game.
Indeed. Singleton up top with it. Kicks it over to Moore. Moore being guarded by Bobbitt. Spinning. Great crossover by Moore. Gets it in Dentel. Singleton step back. 2 shot.
That's big time.
What a shot by my
time.
guy Singleton. 2-point basket, but gives him 7 points on the night. You can tell he's in a rhythm because that was an off-balance shot, and it still went in.
That's high level.
That was high level. Lob into Toms. Toms goes up to dunk it. Missed. Kicked out. Gets it to the corner to Bobbitt. Corner 3. Bobbitt Back rim, no good.
Got a
Picked up by
rebound out of the
Gosson.
zone.
Back behind the back pass, and it's knocked down by Tyson Bobbitt. Great pass by Hudson Gossett.
Anytime you give a team multiple looks, it's gonna hurt.
Inside the Dentel, being guarded by Gossett. Out to Haygood. Deep three by Singleton. No good. Rebound goes to Graham Gossett. Kicks it to Tyson Bobbitt. Bobbitt on the move. Great in and out dribble. Left hand layup. No good. Tipped out of bounds. Basketball will stay here with Huntsville High. Substitutions in the game for Huntsville High. Back in the game, Palastros and Lewis replacing Carney and Toms.
Huntsville has stretched this lead to 10, even though it doesn't. It feels a lot closer than that, actually.
No doubt about it.
But Huntsville with a 10-point lead, and
Gossett.
Here we go.
Back
again.
rim, no good. Rebound more. You're right, Lance. This is a 10-point ball game, but it's a lot closer than that. Great cut by Haygood. He lays it up and in.
Yeah, when you have a team that plays so aggressively like Huntsville does, those types of plays are going to be there all night.
26-18, 4:13 remaining in the first half. Bobbitt up top, throws it to Hudson Gossett, back to Bobbitt. Graham Gossett on the move, throws it and he turns it over, picked up by Josh Thomas. Thomas probing, guarded by Lewis, spin move, goes up and he's fouled on the play.
I loved how he was patient while progressing the basketball up. Like he could have gone just full speed and probably a turnover or a wild shot, but he was just being smart with the basketball and drew the foul.
Playing with great pace. You rarely see young guys at his age play with great pace, and he showed why his game is so advanced and mature with the pace he played with. However, first free throw is up, no good. Into the basketball game, number 10, Sydney Brown, replacing number 5, Chris Nixon. Also back into the basketball game is Singleton, replacing Moore.
This lineup that Huntsville has in could lend to a little bit of a Grissom run.
Second free throw for Thomas is up and good. Tyson Bobbitt comes across. Grissom stays in this 2-3 zone. High post to Lewis. Lewis kicked out to Gossett. Back to Graham Gossett. Hudson, 3-ball. Bang! As he knocks down his 4th 3 of this first half for Hudson Gossett.
I'm not sure how much longer you can stay in that 2-3 zone.
Great job that time by Grissom breaking that Huntsville high pressure, and Sydney Brown gets the open layup. Hudson Gossett coming down, 3-ball, bang! And that's number 5, and that's the timeout by Grissom.
34 for Huntsville just did something that I don't want to see young men doing.
However, no timeout on the floor. That was a referee timeout.
Yeah, he's got to sit down.
Well, actually, Lance, I missed the play, but it looks like the referees were more talking to Jason Edwards than they were Palastros because
he received they were making sure he was all right.
Grissom with the basketball. Morgan brings it across half court, guarded by David Harrison. Singleton goes in and he travels with the basketball. (32-21, 2:56 remaining in the first half. They better find Hudson Gossett, and a foul on the play. Listen, I'm not mad at that foul. Hudson Gossett was tracking on the baseline to get to the backside corner, and Singleton, what's the rule, Lance? If somebody crosses your face,
Yeah, you got to give it to him.
You got to give it to him. And Singleton gave him that chicken wing. Great play. However, the referee picked it up. Foul on Singleton. That will be his.
I'm interested to see how these referees are going to call this last 2:45. A couple things have been stopped and talked about, but nothing's been called. It'll be interesting to see.
Evan Toms in the basketball game. Up, good. There's no answer on the inside for Evan Toms as he gets his 8th point of this basketball game.
And I'm not sure any team in 7A basketball in the state of Alabama has an answer for number 5.
I'll go up the street in Birmingham to say it's one up there. He's a big man, and he goes by the name. You know it. I'm not going to say
Mr.
it.
Sheffield, I get it.
I'm not going to say it.
I get it.
Josh Thomas with the baseline jump shot, knocks it in. 34-23, 2 minutes remaining. Lance, in my opinion, it looks like this zone for Grissom, they're playing it too high up, and that's allowing that high post to be wide open and allowing them to catch in the high post and be able to find those shooters. Great pass. Evan Toms inside, however, missed by Carney. Rebound Harrison, tipped up, no good. Rebound to Grissom. Here comes Josh Thomas. Great Euro step and scoop layup by the freshman, Josh Thomas. That's a big-time move by Thomas.
I was very curious as to what he was going to do with Evan Toms right there, and that was special.
That was special. Bobbitt with the basketball. Skip to Carney. Carney, you better guard Hudson Gossett out there. Good pass inside to the high post to Toms. Toms, great pass inside to Harrison. Harrison goes up, lays it in, and he's fouled on the play and will head to the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. Foul goes against number 10, Sidney Brown, his first personal foul, team 3rd foul here in this 2nd quarter. Substitutions in the basketball game for Huntsville High. In is Palastros and Lewis, replacing Bobbitt and Toms. David Harrison, free throw off backboard, no good. Tipped around, however. Loose ball. Carney picks it up. Thrown. That should have been a backcourt, but it wasn't called. Gossett, deep 3. Back rim, no good. Oh, what elevation by Josh Thomas. And the foul will go against Caleb Palastros.
I thought Carnes was standing out of bounds over here as well.
Yeah, I had a good angle. He wasn't out of bounds. Okay. However, when he threw it in, whoever he threw it to, their foot was in the back court.
I did see that too.
That should have been a backcourt call. However, the referees missed it.
Can Grissom get it under 10 here before half?
36-25, 50 seconds remaining. Thomas with it at half court in Coffin corner. However, gets it out to Morgan. Morgan didn't see Lewis, and a foul is called on Travell Lewis. And that will send that will send Prince Morgan or Grissom to the free throw line to shoot 2 as Huntsville is in the penalty.
I wonder halftime when Coach Doss is in the locker room if they're going to continue to stay to this or if they compact the zone or if they make any changes at all. I think they got to.
First free throw for Morgan on the way. Back rim, no good. Substitutions in the game for Huntsville High. Toms, Bobbitt, Graham Gossett return, replacing Harrison, Lewis, and Palastros. Second free throw on the way for Morgan. And it's up and good. 10-point basketball game.
I think Hudson's got to get a look right here.
They're leaving Cam Carney, and there it is in the corner. He didn't take it. Being patient. Coach Christian Swears calling out what he wants. Carney, there it is. 3-ball. Gossett, bang, and he gets number 6 to fall as he has 18 points here in this first half.
They're not giving Grissom the basketball. Like 10 seconds ran off by not giving them the basketball.
That's not the referee's job.
Right. But I'm saying Huntsville threw it over here in the corner, and then it was kind of a interesting little situation there for about 10 seconds.
Brown gets it to Thomas. Thomas crosses half court, puts it up at the buzzer, off glass, no good. And that will do it for the first half of basketball as Huntsville High takes a 13-point lead behind 18 points by Hudson Gossett on 6 3-pointers in the first half here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and streaming live on the NFHS Network. We'll be back with some halftime thoughts after this. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Derek Williams here, and I got my guy, Hunter Johnson from Bill Penny Toyota, man.
That's
and,
me.
Hey, I want to say, first of all, thank you for sponsoring this basketball game for us tonight here at Huntsville High for the Huntsville High versus Grissom game.
I'm happy to do it. This is a big game in town, all over the state, I guess, or putting it out everywhere, right?
No doubt about it.
Had to be a part of it.
No doubt. So tell me, what makes you passionate about high school basketball and high school sports here in the state of Alabama?
I played basketball since I was knee high. Wasn't that great, but I played basketball for a long time. And I think it's just something I like coming to the local games because, number one, Huntsville's got it going on.
No doubt.
I love the way they play.
Mm-hmm.
I love their defense. I love how they shoot. It reminds me of the way we used to play ball back in the day.
Right.
You know, it's not no 3 and D.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, we might not have Hudson Gossett hitting 8 threes in the first half, but he's lighting it up.
That's right.
So talk about it. You guys, tell us a little bit about Bill Penny Toyota here in Huntsville.
Oh, man, I tell you what, we've been in Huntsville for 80 years. This is our 80th year selling cars in Huntsville. The third generation store, Bill Penny started it, like I said, in 46. And went to his son, Jerry Penny, and then his third generation is Zach Penny. And me and Zach Penny are partners in the store. We also have the Toyota store in Jasper, Alabama. And we got the largest collision store in the state of Alabama.
So it sounds like it's a very family-oriented business. Is that how you guys kind of present yourselves to the customers that you come in contact with?
For sure. You know, I think, the family thing, at the end of the day, they don't care.
Right.
You know, they don't care if it's family. They don't care if we say we got the most cars. Who's going to give them the best deal?
Exactly. Exactly.
Who's got the whip, and then they'll grip it and take off. Okay?
Exactly.
That's what it's about. So we got the vehicles, and we sell them. You know, we stack them deep. You know, and sell them cheap.
No doubt about it. So if somebody wants to come and they're in need of a vehicle, because a lot of our listeners, man, like I say, we go from the top of the map all the way to the bottom of the map, and we are really engraved in high school sports. You know, 16-year-olds coming around, they need cars. Parents need cars. If they need a car, why would they come to Bill Penny Toyota?
Man, that's a great question. One thing we do different than everybody else, number one, we sell more cars than anyone in the state. Okay, I think we've done that with longevity.
Right.
And we keep really, really good people. we really try to take care of our employees first. Then we try to take care of our customers, then the community. And if you take care of the employees, they give back tenfold.
Right.
And I really feel like we got the best people around.
Wow.
So if you come in and see our salespeople, you go see our service advisors, they're going to point you in the right direction. If you got budget for a $3,000 car, we keep them.
Wow.
We keep cars under $10,000. Or it doesn't matter if it's a $100,000 car. We've got the salesman that can sell the $3,000 car to a $100,000 car and make you feel special because it's your first car.
No doubt about it. So if there's somebody out there right now that needs a car, how can they get in touch with Bill Penny Toyota?
Super easy. Just go to www.billpenny.com, put in a lead, and one of our salespeople will get back to you, or just come to the store. Come to the store, see what it's all about. We like to have a great time. But the biggest thing is we just want to make sure we get all your needs answered. It's all about the customer experience. So there's a lot of cars to choose from. Toyota is not the #1 volume dealer, the OEM for no reason. They got a huge lineup.
Right.
From Tundras, Tacomas, 4Runners, Land Cruisers, Camrys, Corollas. The Camry's the #1 sold car in the nation.
Right.
And Corolla's the #1 sold car in the world.
Wow.
So everybody knows Toyota's longevity is going to last forever, so it's a great ride.
No doubt about it.
This Martin Luther King weekend, we got we're going to give $2,000 for any trade, $2,000 above and beyond, plus 0% for 72 months.
Wow.
MLK weekend.
MLK weekend, man.
Great
It's
time.
a special weekend, and
It
you
is.
guys are giving out special deals. So
Special deals.
that's really great.
Yep.
So tell me, this atmosphere here tonight. We will be in Jasper on January 22nd
Okay.
for the Coleman versus Jasper game. Well, we'll be in Coleman for the Coleman versus Jasper game.
Okay.
But tell about people that are missing this atmosphere tonight here inside Huntsville High.
Hey, it's a packed house.
Yes, it is.
And the kids on both sides are giving it to them.
No doubt.
They are.
Yes.
I would not want to be on that free throw line shooting tonight.
Those student sections.
Whoa,
Yeah.
they're going at it.
No doubt.
I remember back in the day, I would miss that shot. So I feel sorry for those guys. So bad they miss one, but that's not easy.
Right.
They got to back up to the three-point line to make it.
Exactly. That's what it looks like in this basketball game. The deeper you shoot it, the better off you are.
They're crossing half court shooting. They're letting it fly. I love
Letting it fly.
I love it.
So I will say this, Hunter, thank you so much again for not only sponsoring this basketball game, but coming to sit down with us, right? Coming to tell people about Bill Penny Toyota, how they can get in touch with you, and hopefully this brings you guys some sales.
Hey, easy to do business with. If you have any car needs, come to our service department, come to our collision, or just come down to Bill Penny Toyota. We got a store in Jasper, Alabama, and Huntsville. So we should have something to fit everybody's needs. So come and see us.
No doubt about it. There he is, man. Hunter Johnson from Bill Penny Toyota,
go.
sponsoring the iBall Radio Game of the Week. We'll be right back with you after this break.
Great job, buddy.
No doubt. Thank you. Awesome. That was
Hey,
fun,
that's
man.
worth the 500.
Hey, no And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, here from Huntsville High School for Huntsville High versus Grissom, right here on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and streaming live on the NFHS network. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert here with Breezy on the ones and twos. Great conversation we just had with our sponsor for the night, Hunter Johnson from Bill Penny Toyota of Huntsville. Lance, now that that's over, let's talk about this basketball game. 39-26, 18 first half points from Hudson Gossett, who's been in a major shooting slump for at least a month, and he stepped out of it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've had numerous phone conversations. When is Hudson Gossett going to catch fire again? Well, tonight's the answer. You're seeing it in front of your own eyes. You know, in that first quarter, when he had those 2 threes, to me, that was the difference. It was 17-10 at the end of the first quarter, and those 6 points were really the big difference.
No doubt. Does Grissom come out in this second half and stay in that 2-3 zone with Hudson Gossett shooting the basketball the way he is?
I think you're probably going to see it again just because they have no man-to-man answer for Evan Toms. I mean, if they do, Evan Toms will wind up with 30.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably going to get close to that anyway.
Right.
But I think you got to try to slow him down. You know, I just don't think Grissom has enough tonight, bottom line. But it's fun watching.
It's fun watching. Listen, anything can happen in this rivalry basketball game. And as we come out of this halftime, the Huntsville High crowd is swag surfing right now. They are swag surfing right now. Even Grissom is swag surfing right now here in this electric atmosphere here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week right here on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and streaming live on the NFHS network as we're geared up and ready for the second half. Huntsville High with the basketball, gets it into Tyson Bobbitt. And Grissom does stay in that 2-3 zone. Carney looking back to Bobbitt. Over to Hudson Gossett. Evan Toms, short corner. Reverse layup, and he lays it up and in. Great pass by Tyson Bobbitt to find Evan Toms in that short corner. And there's that Huntsville High pressure turnover. Cam Carney takes a three, and he knocks it down. They're in trouble, and Cam Carney starts knocking down threes as he puts in his 8th point of this basketball game. Uh-oh, trouble. Josh Thomas goes up and he's fouled by Carney.
You know, I was about to say, you know, this is a pretty big lead, and Evan Toms is not even in double figures yet. He's in double figures now.
Right.
But for Huntsville to have the lead that they do, and really Evan Toms is not having one of his Evan Toms games yet.
Foul on the play goes against Cam Carney. That is his first personal foul, team first foul here in this third quarter. First free throw by Josh Thomas is up and no good. Free throw on the way, substitution in for Grissom. Mikey Haygood replacing Prince Morgan.
You know, and as we start the second half, neither team is really in any type of foul trouble at all.
Second free throw for for Thomas is up and good. Tyson Bobbitt crosses half court, gets it to Hudson Gossett.
That's a really high zone, both from the bottom side of it and the top side of it, and it's just really hard to rebound out of that.
Short jump shot by Evan Toms is missed. However, he gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. And like you said, Lance, it could be one of those things where Evan Toms goes on that run to get those points and get up to his 25 a night. Bobbitt, three ball, bang! Knocked down three by Tyson Bobbitt as Huntsville High takes a 49-27 lead, and there's a steal on the play. Layup by Cam Carney's no good, followed by David Harrison's no good, knocked out of bounds by Tyson Bobbitt. That pressure for Huntsville High right now is really giving Grissom problems. They're turning the basketball over, giving up easy buckets, as now it's turned into a 22-point ball game.
It's a slippery slope for sure, and more is coming.
We had this game handicapped at 6, Lance.
You did.
I did. But I had them winning by 10. But I think that was a good handicap because in a game like this, it is tough to say it's going to be a blowout as Sidney Brown knocks down the pull-up jump shot from the free throw line. 20-point ball game, 49-29, 6:10 remaining.
Grissom's offense has not been bad. Just their defense has been atrocious, actually. And for a Jack Doss team to say that the defense is atrocious, that's not normal.
And there's that man, Evan Toms, up and good and one, and will head to the free throw line to complete the three-point play.
Yeah, he only had 8 in the first half, and now he's up to 14. I mean, he can explode that fast.
No doubt about it. Headed to the line for 15. Substitutions in the basketball game. Liam Chapman, Tre'vell Lewis replacing Cam Carney and Tyson Bobbitt. And for Grissom for the first time, number 4. Don't have his name. Let me pull him up.
Evan Toms with 15 now on the night. 5:56 remaining here in the third period of play. 52-29. The Panthers lead the Tigers.
I don't have a 4 in the scorebook. I wonder if they catch that for Grissom unless they added him later. But there's no 4 in the scorebook or Grissom.
Let him get a foul or a point.
Right, it will be a technical foul. Travell Lewis downhill, misses the layup, rebound, Josh Thomas. Thomas, oh, nice, looking, great step, scoop layup, and good. Josh Thomas with the nice move and layup up and in around Evan Toms.
Yeah, they got some weapons at Grissom. Who knows what the rest of the season is going to bear for them, but they do have some weapons.
Evan Toms inside, goes up again, and he's fouled on the play, and will head right back to the free throw line to shoot 2 more free throws.
Yeah, there's just no answer. They're making really good. Earlier in the year we talked about Huntsville High School's passing.
Right.
The passing's got a lot better in this game.
First free throw by Toms, up and good. Now he's up to 16 points just that fast. We're not even 3 minutes into this third quarter. He's already got 8 points in this quarter.
They doubled his score that quick.
Second free throw on the way. Back rim, rims out, rebound goes.
He just didn't want to come out.
Yeah, he didn't want to come out. Palastros is at the table. Hey, well, guys do that, Lance. They know they're coming out of the basketball game, and they just decide, hey, I don't want to come out. I don't miss the free throw.
Right.
I'll make these points up later. Josh Thomas, 3-ball, back rim, no good, tipped around.
This is where Grissom really has to, if they want any chance to get back in this basketball game, they got to start rebounding the basketball.
Toms goes, still, Travell Lewis. He brings it across, throws it back to Bobick. Bobick slows it down. Toms, Chapman, 3-ball, bang! You got to understand, Liam Chapman's in the game for one reason, and one reason only, and that's to shoot the basketball. You cannot leave him open because he will knock it down like he did there. Josh Thomas tries to dunk on Evan Toms. Toms knocks it away, picked up by Huntsville High. Harrison, Chapman again, 3, long, no good. Rebound Thomas, knocked away by Lewis. Lewis dropped off to Harrison. Harrison goes up over Jason Edwards, and he lays it up and in.
Grissom just really being careless with the basketball.
3 is missed by Tyson Bobick. Rebound goes to Sidney Brown. They got him trapped in the corner. He throws it off David Harrison, and it tips off, and it goes over to Grissom.
Grissom calls it full timeout.
Full timeout by Grissom.
Hey, I love the young man. No fear of Evan Toms on that last break. I know it didn't work out for him, but hey, he's got 4 more years. 3 more years, sorry.
Right, but to be a 9th grader and to take it straight to Evan Toms, like, hey, you either gonna block this or I'm putting you on a poster.
Cojones.
Hey, and that is a young guy that we're gonna be talking about for a very long time here in the state of Alabama. We got to flip off. We got to flip off, Lance. We got to flip off here at halftime.
My spine hurts just watching it. I have to say the male cheerleader from Grissom won that.
And I would say that too. And we're back here, Grissom with the basketball. Three ball, knockdown, 21 points for Hudson Gossett. Layup, no good, tipped around, and it goes out of bounds. Back over to Huntsville High.
Hey, don't look now, but it's a 30-point ball game.
It is a 30-point ball game.
I said 20.
I think Coach Christian Swears took it a little personal that we only handicapped this game at 6.
You did. There's another one.
Bang! Hudson Gossett is shooting the blood out of the basketball tonight as he is knocked down his 7th three-pointer of this basketball game. And there's another turnover by Grissom. No, that's 8 three-pointers on the night. Oh, my goodness. Listen, he had a game earlier this year down in Montgomery versus Carver where he had 10 three-pointers. He might surpass that tonight the way he's shooting the basketball.
Somewhere there's a school bus warming up. Yes, I said it.
David Harrison, short corner. Double team, kicks it out to Hudson Gossett, to his brother Graham Gossett in the corner, and he knocks down the three. And this is becoming an onslaught, and the wheels have come off in this basketball game for Grissom. And Huntsville High will not take off the press.
UGLY. Hey, Huntsville used to have this cheer for a very long time that said, pork chop, greasy, greasy. We beat Grissom, easy, easy. We might hear that one come out tonight.
Right, and they are beating up the Tiger in the student section.
Oh, that poor Tiger don't have a chance.
That poor Tiger, just like, looks like Grissom doesn't have a chance in this basketball game tonight. Josh Thomas going to the basket, up, lays it up and in. Great move by Josh Thomas. Graham Gossett, great cut by Bobbitt, tipped away, however, picked up by Toms. Toms goes up, lays it in, and rattles out, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Breezy, get your mic. Breezy, get your mic. Breezy, get your mic. Because I got to say this. Breezy, while we were traveling here today, right?
What's good?
When we were traveling here today, did I not? I need the people to know this, Breezy.
Okay.
What did I say when we were riding down 565 coming into Huntsville today? Did I not say that this could possibly be a blowout?
You did.
Okay. I just want everybody to know that.
Yeah.
Even though I handicapped this game at 6. Breezy, are you my witness?
For sure.
Okay, thank you. That's what I needed from you, Breezy.
One hand on the Bible.
Thank you very much. So, because Lance keep throwing it on me that I handicapped this game at 6. Every time I say it, he keep throwing it back at me. But I wanted everybody to know that I said this game could potentially be a blowout, which it is right now.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew. Everybody here at the iBall radio staff.
Toms for 3. Bang! It is a night for Huntsville High as everything is falling here as it's a 72-33 ball game as they are up by 39 points with 1:44 remaining in the third quarter. And Coach Christian Swears is going to the bench. He's going to the bench. So listen, as he goes to the bench, I got to go to the scorebook because he's putting in people I don't know who they are right now.
They're going to get the pork chops out.
Into the game is number 33. Chico Retke. I can't say that, Lance. I ain't never said this name before.
Oh, Retke.
Retke. Okay, there we go. There you go. Chico Retke enters the basketball game for the first time, the junior. 72-33, full timeout, man. Listen, we're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week on iBallRadio.com, iBall Radio YouTube page, and streaming live on the NFHS Network. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week here from Huntsville High School for Huntsville versus Grissom as Huntsville High has opened up a 39-point lead, 72-33 with 1:30 remaining in this third quarter. Josh Thomas with the basketball. Kicks it to the corner. Back to Thomas up top. Thought about the 3. Looking, gets a screen from Edwards. Hesitates, flips it up, no good. Edwards follows it, goes up again, no good. Rebound, Thomas. Thomas goes up, and he's fouled on the play. Foul goes against number 0, Travell Lewis. That will be his 4th personal foul, team 3rd foul here in this 3rd quarter. To the line, shooting 2. Josh Thomas first throws up and good. Returning to the basketball game, 5, Evan Toms, and also 34, Caleb Palastros.
So right now in other 7A Area 7 play, Sparkman is down 16 to Albertville with 2:35 remaining in the game.
And a turnover by Huntsville High as Liam Chapman loses the basketball out of bounds.
That would put Huntsville in sole first place in 7A Area 7.
Thomas with the basketball up top. Kicks it over to Edwards. Edwards looking. Back to Thomas. Thomas comes off the Edwards screen. Great backdoor pass. Edwards puts it up. Oh, follow. Nearly put back on the dunk by Chris Nixon. However, loose ball and possession arrow will go over to Huntsville High. You say 33's name is Retke, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
He had a brother, Vincent Retke, really, really great tennis player. Played at Bob Jones, actually. Went on to play at Gonzaga in Alabama.
Coach Dawson wants an explanation. It was a jump ball call. However, it looks like that possession arrow is pointed towards Grissom. However, they had already changed it once the basketball had been stepped into play. Hey, this post-game interview with Coach Christian Sweeters is going to be so interesting after this basketball game. Retke, 3-ball, bang!
That hoop is 10 feet wide for Huntsville right now. Anything they throw up, it's going to go in.
No doubt about it. I'm waiting on Palastros to shoot a 3. That has to be the next one. And I think it's going to go in if he gets one. Josh Thomas loses the basketball and is picked up by Palastro, throws it half.
Biting and tearing his jersey.
I don't know if he thought it was 1 second on the clock, but it was 10 seconds on the clock. And he threw it up from 3-quarter court with 10 seconds left on the clock. Josh Thomas brings it across. 2, 1. Pull up, short, no good. Didn't get it off, and that will do it for the end of the 3rd quarter as Huntsville High opens up a 75-34 lead here in this rivalry basketball game. We now see the student section for Grissom starting to thin out. Lance, I think it's okay for you to say what you'd like to say in games that we call here inside Huntsville High School.
It's about to get busy in the parking lot.
We'll be right back with you here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week on iBallRadio.com, iBall Radio YouTube page, and live on the NFHS Network. And we're back here for the start of the 4th quarter here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week for Huntsville High versus Grissom for this 7A Area 7 matchup between 2 arch rivals. Pull-up jump shot by Moores, no good. Basketball goes out of bounds over to Huntsville High.
Hey, that pep band going to start leading them out like Mardi Gras season, baby. Where's the gumbo?
Where is it? Okay, listen, speaking of Mardi Gras and a pep band, This is almost time for a second line. Listen, you know, the second line is what they do at funerals, right? And this is just about time for a second line.
And talking about gumbo, we're going to be down in Mobile soon.
No doubt about it, man. We'll give y'all a rundown of the next iBall Radio Games of the Week coming up over the next several weeks to end out this high school basketball season. Great pass, Carney, inside to Lewis. Lewis lays it up and in.
I feel like somewhere at the end of this game, there's going to be a little BTA going on. Somebody's going to whip out a belt.
Yep, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Edwards with the basketball up top, looking. Hands it off to Josh Thomas. Thomas driving on Toms. Head fake, gets it inside to Morgan. Puts it up. Shot's no good. Kicked out. Evan Toms. And he misses the dunk. About time to get Evan Toms out of this basketball game. And basket is laid up and in by number 5,
he wants to
Chris
see if
Nixon.
He can outscore Hudson. But there's another one.
Yeah, another three. Another three by Hudson Gossett as he knocks down his 9th three of this basketball game. And let's be honest with you, Lance, that is the difference in this basketball game. It has been the shooting of Hudson Gossett. Over the last several months, over the last month in the end of December, he struggled to shoot the basketball, and Huntsville High struggled to get out of the 50, right? And here he is knocking down 9 threes in this basketball game, and they already have 80 points on the board with 5:55 remaining in the basketball game.
Right, yeah, we've said that numerous times. If Hudson, we said it just about every game. Well, Hudson showed up.
Singleton, 3-ball, no good. Graham Gossett throws it back to his brother. 3-ball. Oh, and he misses it. Rebound Singleton. Throws it out to Josh Thomas. Watch out, Graham. Throw it up. Alley-oop. Dunked home by Jason Edwards. Evan wants the basketball. Evan wants another basket. Looking to go 1-on-1. Strip, knocked away, picked up by Singleton. Singleton on the run. Lewis goes up and Singleton lays it up and in.
I think that young man has a chance to play at the next level.
Indeed, indeed. Somebody needs to come take a look at the 6'4" Badai Singleton. Graham Gossett coming off the screen. Evan Toms with it up top. Over to Gossett. Graham looking, gets it to Carney. Carney looking inside, and that will be a foul on Jason Edwards. And that will probably do it for the night for Evan Toms. As 5 substitutions are at the table waiting to come in for Huntsville High.
Yeah, Hudson Gossett and Evan Toms had more points than Grissom combined. They totaled 48.
Yeah, Hudson Gossett and Evan Toms have beat Grissom 48-40 so far in this basketball game.
And it is over in Albertville, and Albertville takes down Sparkman in 7A Area 7.
And David Harrison lays it up and in on the inbound for Huntsville High. 82-40, 42-point game with 3:55 remaining in the basketball game. Josh Thomas looking to go 1-on-1 against Tyson Bobbitt. Pull-up jump shot, and it's good by Josh Thomas. That's 15 points on the night for Thomas, as he has been one of the only things that happened in this basketball game for Grissom tonight. David Harrison kicks it over to Tyson Bobbitt. Bobbitt driving, spinning. Kicks it to Retke. Retke back to Bobbitt. Now to Liam Chapman. Palastros has it stripped. Picked up by David Harrison. And he dunks it home. David Harrison throws down for Huntsville High.
Yeah. Saw that coming.
Technical foul on White, 34 for John. Caleb Palastros picks up the technical foul. Coach Ty Gibson is giving Palastros an earful right now as Prince Morgan steps to the line to shoot the 2 technical free throws. Shoots it up, no good. And mass substitutions into the basketball game right now for Huntsville High. Second free throw on the way for Morgan, and it's good. Yeah, Lance, I'm gonna have to pull out my my roster out for this.
By the way, big shout out to Big Bob Gibson. They just that's where we had our iBall Christmas party, and they just had Jason Kelsey there doing an advertisement for Kingsford Charcoal.
Hey, Big Bob, you got to give me a holler because Lance just gave y'all a shout out, bro.
That's right.
It's
so good. You got to
CTC me,
right.
Big Bob, CTC me, cut the check.
But
we do want to give a shout out to our sponsors for this basketball game. Bill Penny Toyota of Huntsville. We want to thank Hunter Johnson for coming on at halftime and sitting down with us. If you're in the need for a vehicle, from $3,000 to $3 million, we can take care of you. Go see our guy Hunter Johnson at Bill Penny Toyota.
What kind
of
of Toyota
Huntsville.
are you getting for $3 million?
Well, they sell more than Toyotas. That's they got a lot of inventory, they say. So go check out Hunter Johnson over at Bill Penny Toyota. We want to thank them for sponsoring this iBall Radio Game of the Week. Into the basketball game for Huntsville High, number 23, Jalen Thomas. Ricky tried to get him another 3-ball to go.
Hey, why not? When the basket's wide open like that, fire away.
Fire away. Tell them, Lance, what does it feel like for those who've never had that experience before in life? What does it feel like to just be in one of those zones where anything you throw towards the rim goes in?
Man, I was thankful to do that several times. One time with a 63-point game, and you just, if it feels like leather, you pulling that thing.
Right, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Palastros gets the basket to go, his first bucket of the night. Josh Thomas to Sidney Brown. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. 86-43. Huntsville High leads. Morgan, pull-up jump shot, no good. Rebound goes to number 4. Don't have him in the book, but Liam Chapman picks it up this time. And it's thrown out of bounds by Luke Gerber. Gerber enters the basketball game for the first time.
He also played in the game earlier today.
No doubt. He's one of those JV players that, two-way player, playing up and down, right? JV player that plays up here on the varsity team. Sidney Brown, long 3, no good, and they're heading towards the exits with 25 seconds remaining in this basketball game. Pierce Morgan downhill, lays it up and in. 86-45, 15 seconds remaining. Gerber to Thomas, over to Rettke. Rettke falling out of bounds off the top of the backboard. And that will do it here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Here from Huntsville High School as Huntsville knocks off Grissom 86-45. And look at the student section. Look at the student section. They're ready. They're ready. They're at the starting blocks. They're at the starting blocks.
Rodney is pumped up, son.
Rodney is pumped up with those massive hands that he has.
If you don't know Rodney has been one of the team managers around here since the 80s.
No doubt about it, man. We'll be right back with you here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week with the winning coach, Christian Swears, and the iBall Radio Player of the Game, Hudson Gossett. Okay. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week here from Huntsville High School as Huntsville blows out arch rival Grissom 86-45. And I'm here with the iBall Radio Player of the Game, Hudson Gossett. Hudson, great game tonight, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So, man, I just got to ask you, how does it feel to have a game like this after the month that you had in December?
Yeah, it feels so good. I mean, the Lord is my strength, and I was struggling in December. Well, I mean, He's my rock, and I know He's my firm foundation, so I can lean on Him, and I know I'm going to bounce back just fine. That's what I did tonight, so I'm thankful for it.
So, man, you got those first two to go early in the game. Did you know and then you caught an elbow to the eye.
Elbow to the eye. Yes,
so after that, man, did you just know, like, hey, I'm not going to let this bother me. I feel good tonight. I'm going to come out and keep shooting it.
Yes, sir, for sure. I've had some good games against Grissom and JV or whatnot, and it felt good at the start, so I knew it was going to be a good night. Sure.
So, man, you had, 9 threes in this basketball game.
9 threes.
You had another game down in Montgomery against Carver where you had 10 threes. Did the basket just seem like a big ocean to you tonight?
It did, yes, sir, for sure, 100%. It was fun.
No doubt. So how does it feel to get a 41-point victory against that team from down south?
Oh, yeah, it feels great. I mean, we beat them in JV one year, 110-55.
Wow.
So it feels good to do it again, for sure.
So, man, taking this win, right, you're now 2-0 in the area. What is this going to propel you to, or hopefully propel you to for the rest of the season?
I mean, it's just next game. Every game that we come out, we're going to play to our standard. Our whole team, we're bought in together, and we just want to play hard and get dubs.
No doubt about it, man. Well, Hudson, man, we want to say congratulations. Great game, man. It was good to see you back doing what Hudson Gossett is best at doing, no doubt. 100%. So congratulations and good luck on the rest of the season.
Appreciate you.
No doubt. There he is, man. Hudson Gossett, the iBall Radio Player of the Game, here as an 86-45 win for Huntsville High. We'll be right back with Coach Christian Swears here on iBallRadio.com. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week as Huntsville High blows out arch rival Grissom 86-45. And I'm here with head coach Christian Swears. Coach, just take me through this basketball game, man.
I mean, we ain't really shot it well in about 10 games, and we've found ways to win. It's good teams guarding and playing good defense. And, you know, you're not going to keep good shooters down long. We got a lot of good shooters. And it happened tonight all at the same time.
So how good does it feel to see your guy Hudson Gossett, who struggled in the month of December shooting the basketball, to come out and have a game like he had tonight?
You know what's so funny is when he was shooting it well in the early part of the season, he was so frustrated that he felt like he couldn't bring more to the game than just his shooting. And it was eating him up even when he was shooting it well. And it's just funny how things work out. He goes through a cold streak, and to stay on the floor, he had to learn how to guard a little better, be a little tougher, guard off the ball, and so he did that. And really proud for him today. He works at it. He got in here today at 1 o'clock and went through about a 45-minute shooting workout. It looks like something Steph Curry does. And just really proud for him. I thought our guys did a great job passing the basketball tonight. That thing was moving and whipping. And when that happens, like, you're going to get the defense out of order at some point. And, you know, we just third quarter, we hit like 8 threes or something. And
right.
Even Evan stepped out and hit one.
Yeah. So talk about Evan, Coach. He only had 8 points at halftime, right? They came out in the 2-3 zone, and we spoke before the basketball game, and you said you expected them to try to maybe throw a zone at you guys. Was that something that you were ready for coming into this game?
Yeah, that's how they've played the last several games. And we spent a lot of time on zone offense the last few days, and we haven't seen it that much. And we had to spend some time on it. Thought the guys executed well. The main thing with the zone is that teams run it either A, because they can't guard man, or they're trying to slow the offense down. And so when we're a up-tempo, fast-paced team, we don't want to let that slow us down either. And so we're trying to still have tempo versus the 2-3 zone. And thought we did a good job of that tonight. Thought our full court D was probably the game changer in the third quarter. We made an adjustment at halftime and thought it really paid dividends.
So you had a lot of guys score tonight, right? Had a lot of guys get it going. But talk about the play of Tyson Bobbitt tonight. He played a very, I would just say, court general type game, just making sure everybody got their shots, all while looking for his.
Yeah, he's a floor general tonight. Played really well. I don't even know how many points he had, but I know he impacted the game in a big way. And when he's able to get, the ball up the floor in transition, able to get in the part of the defense, you're kind of pick your poison there because you got shooters everywhere, and then Evan around the rim, and Evan can continue to play well. He played well again tonight. I love how patient he was in the first half. He had a great mindset at halftime, and we're able to find him there in the third quarter.
So, Coach, when you're speaking to your team, and like you say, in the third quarter, you guys really got it going. What's your message to your team in the huddle? Is it, hey, we want to keep our foot on the pedal and let's open it all the way up, and keep them focused? Like, how do you do that once you get into a rhythm like you did tonight?
And we just pride ourselves in our program on playing to a standard, not playing to an opponent or the scoreboard. He's trying to constantly remind them of that. Don't want them to look up there. Don't want them to let off gas in terms of energy and intensity. Stick to what we do. It's hard for it not to get sloppy at times. We start subbing, it's late in the game. But I thought everybody that came in the game played to a standard, and that was fun to see.
No doubt about it, Coach. Well, congratulations on this win. Now 2-0 in the area here in 7A Area 7. Just a little inside. Albertville beat Sparkman tonight. So you guys are in sole control of 7A Area 7, man. So congratulations and good luck on the rest of the season.
Hey, appreciate you guys coming. Love what iBall does for our state. Ain't nobody like you guys.
Thank you very much about that. There he is, man. Coach Christian Swears right here on iBallRadio.com. We'll be right back with some final thoughts here from Huntsville High School.
Man, job, bro. Hopefully y'all are able to.
And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week here from Huntsville High School as Huntsville High beats their arch rival 7A Area 7 rival Grissom 86-45. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert here. Lance, man, what's the takeaway from this basketball game?
When you shoot that well, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If they can shoot it like that, crown them.
Crown them, man. No doubt about it, man. Hudson Gossett got off the schneid tonight with 9 3-pointers in this basketball game. Has to feel good for him to get back into his shooting rhythm.
Yeah, and we didn't see Evan Thomas play a typical Evan Thomas team, so watch out for Huntsville to make some noise in 7A.
Hey, they're on the run right now, like we mentioned earlier, winning the Orange Beach tournament, winning the Huntsville City Classic, beating Albertville, now coming in and blowing out Grissom. We have Huntsville High as the #1 team in the state. Right now, they're playing like it.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you have role players that are just playing their role, it makes those guys like the Gossets and the Evan Toms that much better.
No doubt about it. Well, this is the game here from Huntsville. Now, we will be back on Tuesday night. What's tonight's Friday? On Tuesday night, we will be at New Hope High School for New Hope versus Plainview. Big 4A matchup on the way. What are you looking forward to in that basketball game?
Well, Plainview's got some history.
Yes, they do.
They got a rich history of winning championships. New Hope's trying to make a name for themselves this year, playing some good basketball. Like you said, huge implications in 4A.
No doubt about it. Then on next Friday, a week from today, we will be back here in Huntsville again, as we will be at Randolph versus Westminster for another rivalry matchup over at Randolph. We're not going to preview that game yet, but just to let y'all know, next Tuesday, New Hope versus Plainview. Next Friday, Randolph versus Westminster. Then on Monday, we head down south for the first time in this iBall Radio Game of the Week series, as we will go to Murphy versus Baker to check out those teams down in Mobile. I'm going to skip the Randolph game.
You're skipping Mardi Gras is the question now.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to get to it, man. How do we feel about going down south for that basketball game?
Hey, again, both of those teams coming out of that South region really are making a strong chance to be a Final Four team coming out of that region.
No doubt about it, man. And then after that, next Tuesday on the 20th, we will be at Enterprise for a huge 7A matchup between Dothan and Enterprise. You mentioned earlier tonight, Enterprise knocked off Carver Montgomery in that area. So that Dothan Enterprise game on the 20th is going to be a huge basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, every game right now is big. And the only game that Dothan has lost, we saw them in the gym over there.
No doubt
we
about
called
it.
A little bit of a fluke. Who knows? But excited to see that basketball team. And again, another potential Final Four team.
No doubt about it, man. Well, thank y'all for tuning in right here on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and streaming live on the NFHS network for the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, Breezy on the ones and twos. We will see you guys back here on Tuesday night at New Hope High School for New Hope versus Plainview. Until then, we're out of here. Peace.